Yo, what's up, guys? It's Jason, and today, before I bring back one of my series that I did, and for some reason I deleted them, but before we get to it, I want to address some things. This is a series that I was originally going to do the beginning of the month and every day, but I'm a busy man, so yeah. And also, if the video quality is really bad right now, it's dark right now. I was originally going to do this at daytime, but I had a really bad headache and I took a nap and I decided to wake up and do it right now because, well, my headache's gone. So, yeah. So the goal I will be doing is trying to do 14 of these. So yeah, don't get mad and don't get all riot and stuff because, well, I'm busy. So you might see double uploads because, well, either I halted the project because, well, I did a different video uh, or a different reaction, whatever you want to say. And yeah, and I'm also going to halt it because, well, your boy's going out of town this weekend. So yeah, and plus Golden Wind Dub, it's starting Saturday. So yeah, it's gonna be great. So please don't get mad if I halt it because those things. A man's gotta get a break as well. And by the way, I will be blocking some of the bad words, but I won't be blocking this. How do you say this? Like the storyline of the video. Like if it's too disturbing, I'm not gonna cut it up because like that just ruins the whole Hauntober thing. But I will cut up the bad words because your boy's PG friendly content. So yeah, guys, those are the whole rules I just explained. You know what? And today, welcome to the first episode. And since I'm in a time rush, I'm going to be reacting a short video. I'll be reacting to 11 bizarre and terrifying early versions of famous characters by Blame It on Jorge. So, yeah. Uh, this is a 10-minute video. It's not that long. As you can see, it's nighttime. I don't want to spend a whole freaking day on it because, the boy has school tomorrow, prison tomorrow. So, yeah, guys, we're gonna be starting this video in 3, 2, 1, go. Copyright claim. I don't know the whole
The old saying
copyright.
goes that nothing beats the original. Well, thank God these characters were redesigned, or else they might not have been as famous or well known as they are now. After all, nobody can really get it right the first
What is with
time.
the
I mean, for the
nose?
few of you who saw my older videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The first step towards being good at something is to be absolutely terrible at it. So today, we're going to take a look at bizarre and terrifying early versions of famous characters.
Why 11 though?
Number 11. Mr. Clean.
Ah, nah, let me start
Before
clean.
Mr. Clean's hilarious Facebook page, he was actually
The bald
portrayed
man.
live action by a human in the 1960s.
His
The harsh
earring
shadows
though.
makes Mr. Clean look unintentionally threatening,
Oh my god.
and even his smile just screams evil.
That baldness though.
Excuse me, lady.
Excuse me, lady.
Floor cleaning doesn't have to be that tough.
Listen, mister, I know a little more about floor cleaning than you do.
Fortunately,
I
it was
think
later
the man's
decided that
wearing a
Mr. Clean
suit.
should lose the suit and become a
I
friendly-looking
mean,
cartoon
I
character.
guess I would
with the
believe
same
him
earring.
because he has a suit. You're just like, shh.
10. The Frankenstein Monster. His very first appearance was in a 1910 silent film. He looked incredibly different and actually sort of
Imagine
terrifying,
watching a
looking more
silent
like an undead
film.
creature than a mad experiment gone wrong. Interestingly enough, the film was believed to be a lost film for many years.
Rip.
It wasn't until the 1950s when a Wisconsin film collector, unbeknownst to its rarity, purchased the movie.
Nice face.
Its existence was revealed in the 1970s, and even though the film deteriorated, it was still viewable. The most
I
well-known
hate that
image of
color.
Frankenstein came out in the 1930s. Had the first silent film not fallen into obscurity, it's possible that this would have been the definitive Frankenstein monster.
I don't know.
Number 9. The Hamburglar. During his prime, the Hamburglar was a fun young character who was always trying to steal all the hamburgers for
McDonald's.
himself. Despite this, he was always an important character in the McDonald Land community, and was even friends
I'm
with
sorry,
Ronald
but we
McDonald.
don't got a play place
However,
in this
during the
town.
70s, he looked more like the dastardly arch rival to Ronald McDonald.
Oh, his
He was
nose.
taller, creepier, older, even at one point becoming a crucified swing for children. It wasn't
this
until
is
the
a
80s
Joe
when he
no.
was given a more kid-friendly design. That is until 2015 when the Hamburglar was redesigned again into a grown masked man wearing a fedora. Sorry, 80s kids.
Michael Jackson wannabe. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Ronald McDonald.
Oh, now we got McDonald's.
If the Hamburglar
We
wasn't
got another
enough,
McDonald's.
Ronald McDonald also looked pretty creepy back in the day.
He looks pretty
Some could
normal.
argue that he looks just as scary now as he did all those years ago. Maybe clowns are just forever terrifying, but in this case, the crappy TV quality is what makes it way worse.
Yeah, that's the best.
Take away the crappy TV quality.
His nose is
still
a
terrifying.
cup.
Take for
How
instance, the
badly
first time we meet him.
quality can this get?
He's just in the dark, watching TV, before turning around and addressing the kids with his super creepy deep voice.
Hey, kid.
Here I am, kid. Hey, isn't watching TV fun?
No.
Especially when you got delicious McDonald's
Eh, sometimes.
Another early incarnation of Ronald McDonald featured his own set of dolls that you can tickle, squeeze, and take anywhere according to the commercial.
Okay.
Well, at least it's not as bad as the new Happy Meal box.
Man,
Number
I'm
7.
still waiting for my Happy Meal.
Aunt Jemima. Aunt Jemima first originated from a song called Old Aunt Jemima by African-American songwriter Billy Crescents. It became his most popular song. So when Aunt Jemima's pancake flour first appeared all the way back in 1889,
Jesus.
she looked absolutely terrifying,
Wow.
and it stayed that way even after the Civil Rights Movement.
Jesus.
It wasn't until 1989 when she was redesigned to a new, non-incredibly racist, friendly neighbor-like look.
6. The Genie from Aladdin. Animator Eric Goldberg was the one behind the design for the genie. In fact, some believe he based the design of the genie on Jewish stereotypes. Some of the earlier artwork looks very different from the genie we all know and love.
I like that
The
one.
most bizarre being the sinister-looking one with sharply pointed nose, wide menacing grin, and monstrous teeth. It's hard imagining what Aladdin would be like if this genie made it into the movie. He almost looks more like a villain rather than a comic relief character.
Geo
In
version.
the end, the artist finally created a genie with Robin Williams' voice in mind, thus giving birth to the eccentric and comedic genie we all know and love. It's even more difficult imagining this genie being voiced by Robin Williams.
Number 5.
Sorry.
E.T. In 2014, special makeup effects artist Rick Baker released early concept versions of the character E.T. Spielberg was in the works of another alien-themed project titled Night Skies, which would have featured 11 distinctly different aliens.
Sounds like a Stone Ocean
Night
chapter.
Skies was never made, and some of its material was used in later films. The horrifying, nightmare-causing aliens would ultimately become
Hello.
E.T. The difference is quite remarkable.
Such a beautiful man
This
he
older
is.
incarnation of E.T. seemed more adult-like, with longer arms, legs, and eyes that just kind of stared into your soul. Rick Baker even jokingly called them E.T.'s dad.
4. Darth Maul. Darth Maul is already such a scary-looking guy. How bad could his early artwork be? Well, this character was designed by the concept designer Ian McCaig. He recalled George Lucas describing Maul as a figure from your worst nightmare. So, McCaig thought about his worst nightmare, and then used those to design an initial look for the character. McCaig described his worst nightmare as a lifeless face pressed against a window in a thunderstorm, a dead yet alive figure who stares at him through the rain. McCaig used that as the first design, adding metal teeth, blood-red stripes of hair, and goldish blue skin.
It looks pretty sick.
Lucas apparently thought it was too intense, saying, "Okay, now draw me your second worst nightmare."
But looks like a girl.
Number 3, the Michelin Man. This lovely character belongs to the Michelin Tire Company.
Such an
and was
innocent
first
little
conceived by
guy.
Edouard and Andre Michelin, the two brothers who founded the company. In 1894,
Jesus.
Edward noticed a stack of tires and thought that he could maybe make a mascot out of it. Several years later, the most terrifying Michelin Man was born. This model was a beer-drinking, cigar-smoking giant stack of tires with barely a face.
Yeah, I
Here he
can
is,
tell
standing next
from
to
that.
an advertising vehicle used in Santa Clara in 1926.
The tires look
And
a
here he
whole
is
lot
again in some
different.
type of tire parade. Eventually, the Michelin Man would evolve to a more friendlier, athletic build, with a face and even a smile.
Finally.
2.
Probably made a petition for that.
Mickey and Minnie Mouse costumes. These designs date back as far as the 1930s, when they were already a little terrifying. But nothing is as bad as the costumes used during the 1950s when Disneyland first opened. They first started off awkwardly tall and thin, with slit eyes and long, unsettling mouths. Walt Disney realized that his cartoon designs wouldn't really translate well into real life, so they were redesigned with deep scars and cuts. It wasn't just Minnie and Mickey's costumes that looked horrifying. Some of the other characters looked pretty unusual too. Thankfully, they quickly fixed the issue before inducing more nightmares into the minds of their young customers, let alone their parents.
Number 1. Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog.
In 1957, Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets, was tasked with producing a commercial for Wilkins Coffee.
Ooh, Wilkins.
It was then when Jim Henson created one of the earliest incarnations
I would
Kermit
try
the
it.
Frog, known as Wilkins.
If it's not
Wilkins was a
bankrupt.
smiling greenish puppet who loved Wilkins Coffee. So much so that he even murdered and assaulted his friend Watkins for not liking it.
Oof.
Let's take a look at some of his best work.
Okay, buddy, what do you think of Wilkins coffee?
I never tasted it.
Now, what do you think of Wilkins?
Oh no.
Care for a cup of Wilkins coffee?
No, I don't like coffee.
This has been a public service. You know, people who don't drink Wilkins coffee just blow up sometimes.
Oh, that's a lot of...
You know what I
Jesus.
mean?
You gotta take a chill
This machine
pill.
will make you want a cup of Wilkins coffee.
Not me. I'll take mine with cream and sugar.
Want some Wilkins coffee with your strawberry shortcake?
Can't say that I do.
You can't say that you don't either. On guard, salute Wilkins coffee.
But I don't drink Wilkins coffee.
Some learn, some don't.
Oof.
Any last requests, like for a cup of Wilkins coffee?
No.
You know where this Kermit's going?
How shocking. If you don't start drinking Wilkins coffee, I'll make you into two-by-fours.
I should have saw this coming.
He always was a cut-up. I love these Wilkins coffee commercials, don't you?
I'm tired of them. Just kidding, Mr. Wilkins.
Oh, they got a boss as well.
Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe for more videos. Also, thanks to Scared Theater for helping me narrate this. You can check out his channel by clicking the link on screen or in the description below. Peace.
Well, that's the end of the video, guys. The Wilkins one, not really a good contender for number 1, but you know, that's alright. So anyways, guys, I'm just gonna end this video very quickly because you know me, I don't really want to spend the whole freaking day editing. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys do enjoy the video, this short video, and why not subscribe? Please support the official release, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.